reveal that secret now, but we're dealing with a story connected to an old album called Imagination from the Other Side. And there, especially with the two songs, Bright Eyes and Then the Story Ends. In these two songs, the story is told about a young boy who's a sort of connecting piece between two worlds. And at the very end of the story, he's supposed to make a decision whether to jump from one into the other world or to stay. And back in 1995, when we did the album, we kept the end open. And I revisited this particular situation and decided that the boy was too afraid to jump and therefore stayed in his own world. And due to that, several consequences started to happen afterwards. On Beyond the Red Mirror, we're following the boy to find a way back to this other world. And this is hidden beyond the red mirror. Well, it's done by Felipe Machado, and we are working with him ever since At the Edge of Time, and he did several album artworks for us ever since. He's a very talented guy from Colombia, and he has that particular style, you know, where he centers something colorful, very eye-catchy in the middle, and then creates a sort of environment around, which I absolutely love. He was instructed by me to come up with ideas related to the concept, and he immediately popped up with 4 or 5 different ideas, which will be seen in the booklet, and they are all amazing. But at the very end, we like that situation where, you know, you see the creatures coming to the red mirror and, you know, trying to avoid something. In comparison to many other songs on the album, it's easygoing. It's fairly typical Blind Guardian music, which I hope the people can easily relate to. And this has been the main reason. You know, usually it's a big discussion amongst us which one could be the single, but in this particular case it was like, okay, let's do it. It's the right song. If it comes to music, it is Andre and me. We're doing the songwriting. Andre usually comes up with a basic arrangement, you know, with a strong part of the orchestration already. And I keep up from there. I do my vocals, make my suggestion how to do things different, and then we continue working like that. And usually, once we have decided that a song is good enough for production, we will finish this one. If a song does not really match our complete ideas, then we skip it and we just throw it away. On this one, we have worked on 11 different songs, and they all ended up on the album. There's one from Hungary, one from the Czech Republic, and one from the USA. The American one we needed also because there are some English-spoken choir parts in the songs, and we felt more secure in having native speakers there. It's my mumbling, which is worse enough. We did that 3 years ago, and it was pure fun. It's bombastic. It's just, you know, having 4 good days and then playing a little bit, you know. But I would say not a lot of people really pay attention because it's more the happening in general. But it's a very enjoyable one, and yeah, this is what we're looking up for in January. Then from April on, we are touring in Europe. This is going to take at least 2.5 months, I think, before we continue touring in North America and South America. First of all, it's a very grateful situation for us. You know, you cannot plan something like this. I think it's because the music is honest and still progressive. I think people appreciate the development. They see, okay, it's not the same album every now and then. They really, you know, spend thoughts on what they are releasing. Whether people always like it or not, they see there is a sort of effort, you know. and this seems to be appreciated. It's been books. I like movies, and there were some great ones, but the one which really got me hooked on was The Lord of the Rings. This was the book. Mm-hmm. And the good thing was I read it when I was probably 14, 15. That's the best age for a book. But when I joined the band, when Andre and I started creating our first band, which then was called Lucifer's Heritage, he was reading the book as well, and I was rediscovering it at that time. And we decided, well, that's the sort of music we have to do. And we were 18 years old, and we were like, okay, let's do that. And then Marcus joined the band, and he was a big Tolkien supporter too. So it was totally natural for us to do that particular music, you know. We are very close friends. And he's doing well after his surgery.
I know he had problems with his back.
But still, he's suffering, obviously. And he's doing quite an enormous amount of work with Iced Earth, and they're intending to do some touring again. Once I'm finished with Blind Guardian activities, which is going to take for a while now, and he's finished with Iced Earth, we will match up for a third Demons and Wizards album, which is about the time, but I don't see that happening within the next 2 years.